You're just really trying to just get a paycheck, but on the other, and under any other terms, you wouldn't even go to any of those office parties. Let's not even talk about the Christmas party. You could care less whose birthday it is at the office because you really just want to be home. You don't even want to be around that. You know, Monday morning is Monday morning is the most time that people get heart attacks because they got to go back and start the week all over again with people that they can't even stand. Ain't that crazy? You spend more time in the office around people you can't stand than your family. That's how crazy this world is. It's like Bizarro's world. So everything that is opposite, that is weird, is reality. Is you guys normal? And the bottom line is sad. And I'm gonna tell you what's really sad. And you're some good people. Salt to the earth. I love you. Salt to the earth. I love you guys. What's sad is that if today was your last day on the planet and you was about to take your last breath of life, and you looked at your life and it played back in your head, and you pulled back and you played the whole thing back like one of these movies, and you have regrets, and you say to yourself, wow, if I could have only did it different, if I could have turned back the hands of time, I would have did this, I would have did this, I would have did this, if I would have just had more time, if I could just have more time. And you pray to God and you make a deal with God and you say, God, if you could just give me more time. But you had time. And a lot of you guys don't even realize that you have, like even right now with this conversation, there's no such thing as a coincidence that you're in this room listening to this conversation. You have a second chance to turn this all over again and take your life back. This is your second chance. And you don't even realize that you get in the gym because you may not have another chance. That's what I'm trying to tell you. So you have the power to turn your life all over around and start from scratch and start and be happy. Do something that makes you happy. Don't do it just for the money. The money's gonna come. The money is coming. But you were born to do greatness. There's something that you were born to do that nobody else can do. But you're so busy casting your pearls among swine, you have lost faith in yourself. So you sell yourself out like prostitution for a minimum wage. They're not even paying you what you're really worth. They're giving you just barely enough to pay your rent. You 1 or 2 paychecks away from being homeless. And some of you guys can't even afford gas for your car. But your boss can. He can't. They're not concerned about you. So you're working for a company. Now the majority. Some people may be different. Some people may have a But if you are that person who wakes up Monday morning and you just can't stand to go to that job, I'm talking to you. Now here's where the rabbit hole runs deep in the Matrix, in Alice in Wonderland. Okay, so hypothetically speaking, let's just say you hate your job. It's Monday morning, you gotta get up and take a shower, you gotta feed the kids. Love the kids though, want to spend more time with the kids. Ah man, but you can't because you gotta go to work. So you go to work, you walk in the room, God, I got another week for that paycheck. Now they're gonna take our taxes. I hope you did your taxes. Maybe you get a refund this year, but the refunds are funny now too. All right, so you go to work, put all your life energy in making somebody else rich. Now that job that you're doing, you could do that yourself, but basically you're making somebody else rich because they're not really doing anything. You're doing all the work, so you're just sitting there. And when they get sick and tired of you, they'll hire somebody else to replace you. Sometimes you're even training your replacement. There's no loyalty. You see what I'm saying? There's no loyalty. And now with the economy, there really is no loyalty. So what are you doing with your life? Like, are you happy? That's the truth. Let's be honest, because let's call a spade in life. Let's stop playing games. Now, when you have a job or you're in a life or a relationship that you don't like, you eat food. And I used to be like, why do people not change their consumption if they know the food is not working for them, that the food is processed? A lot of you guys eat because you're traumatized and you're unhappy. So food is a drug because they put certain chemicals in the food, salt, sugar, fat, to keep you addicted to it. And a lot of you guys don't realize that your body can basically heal itself, and it can release dopamine that's similar to cocaine to make you feel good. But that's when you exercise, your body releases a feel-good hormone. But because you guys have numbed out on salt, sugar, fat, your body is no longer your body is no longer making the dopamine like it used to, because now you have other stimulants coming from outside. You become addicted to external factors when you have all of that in you. So now you eating processed food because you don't even have time for your own health. So you spend 40 to 50 years at a job that you don't like, and they give you a watch. So when you retire, if you should make it that long to retire, they'll give you a gold watch. Really. So you'll get the gold watch, you'll get your 401k, but by that time, you have spent years and years of your life eating processed fake food. Now you got high blood pressure, you got diabetes, you're overweight, your body mass index is high, your shortness of breath. So now you got to take all that money that you made at that job that you hate, and you got to give it to the doctors now. Now you're going to give that money to the doctors. So now you give it to the doctors give you a drug, because the doctors in the pharmaceutical business is in, they doing a happy dance because because they're going to soup you up with a bunch of pills and basically suck up your 401k, the little bit that you got left. So all of that stuff that you got on the bucket list, cancel it out. You're not going anywhere. So now you got to take this pill, and if you got high blood pressure or diabetes type 2, they got to give you the insulin. Insulin costs money. Now all that time you could have invested in your health, went to exercise, even if you walked around the park for 10 minutes, or just had a salad. You could have changed the outcome of your life, but you choose not to. And that's a fact. And I have watched it. I am a cancer exercise specialist. I can't tell you at a hospital, those places where people die, how many times I've watched somebody die and their last words is that they had regrets. They should have spent more. They could have spent more time with people who love them. But you know what? You guys chasing that dollar. Ooh, you chasing that American dream. And that American dream is a nightmare. Because the more you keep getting to the target, they keep moving it. It's like a carrot. So until you find out what it is that you came on the planet to do, you will not be happy. That's the bottom line. That's the bottom line. Sum it up in yourself. Spend some time with your family. Find something that you really like. Be around people who are positive, that support you. If you say, hey, I want to start that mechanic business. I'm good with cars. You know, I'm working at this gas station, this place, this garage. And you know, I can start I can fix people's cars at my house. I can start using my basement, you know, and I can start having neighbors come and I can start fixing people's cars. You know, yeah. And make sure you got friends that say, yo, you could do this. I'll bring my car and I'll have you, instead of going to my mechanic, I'll have you fix my car. I'll pay you for that. That's what friends do. Friends support people. If you know that a friend has a business, you tell people about it. You source your friend. Instead of saying, well, and it's a lot of you guys got friends like this. Oh, that's crazy talking. Who's gonna go to you? Nobody's gonna go. You don't even know what you're doing. Then you start believing them. And another 10 years go by when you should have just kept your mouth shut, started your business, because misery loves company. They're not going anywhere. They don't want to see you go anywhere. So you start running your mouth, telling people your dreams and aspirations, and that's God talking to you, you know. God talking through you. So God is saying to you, open up that business, start that business. But because you got Debbie Downers, you got negativity, you got a thorn in your rib, you got people biting at your ear telling you never gonna amount to nothing. You're not that good. You really not. You just need to keep that job, because they don't want to see you grow. They don't want to see you. And that's when you know if you got a real friend or not, because a real friend is gonna have your back. No, you ain't gonna. Yeah, you could do it. And I know you could do it, but I'm not even your close friend, and I know you could do it.